Let me ask you one question. What if the very things that make your child different are actually their superpowers? In this video, I want to talk about the hidden powers of neurodiverse kids. And so if you're just coming across this video or you're just coming across my video for the very first time and you're confused about what neurodiverse means, well, when you talk about neurodiverse or kids who are neurodiverse, these are kids whose brain are wired differently, they learn differently. That doesn't mean something is wrong with them. It's just that their brain is wired differently. So that's where you hear terms like SEN, SEN, special educational needs. And then you hear words like autism, ADHD, dyslexia. So basically, I'm talking about children who has got needs or children who learn differently. So my videos most times are about how to support these children. So I share practical tips and strategies on how to help these children. This video is about the hidden superpowers of neurodiverse kids. Most times it's difficult to see their strengths, and that's because you always have to deal with meltdown, school struggles. You take them to school and in the next 20-15 minutes your teacher is calling you or the school is calling you to tell you, oh, your child isn't settled, you need to come and collect him, he's been screaming, she's been shouting. Or is it the endless energy at bedtime? I know it's hard, like it's not always easy, but trust me, they've got hidden strength, and that is the thing we need to focus more on. That is the thing you as a parent need to shift your attention to. Even if the school isn't saying that, even if the people around you aren't saying that, you as their parents or you as a support worker, whoever is working with that child, should be able to see and identify these things. So the focus should be more on their strengths. That way, you'll be able to bring out the best in that child. Neurodiverse kids has got hidden strengths that the world desperately needs. If you've seen one, or you work with one, or you know one, you will understand or know what I'm talking about. I don't know if you've seen this Tony Abraham's movie. In that movie, she acted like someone who has autism. I'll look for the title of the movie and leave it in the comments. I think it's a must watch for everyone or for someone who is just getting to know about neurodiverse kids. You know how most times people focus on the negatives, but here is what I've learned. Neurodiverse kids don't need fixing. All they need is understanding. When you understand that they see the world differently, it will make all the difference you could ever think of. And that is where the magic begins. Now you want to think of greatest inventors, artists, and entrepreneurs. Many were neurodiverse. They noticed things others didn't notice. They asked questions no one thought to ask. And trust me, that's a gift from God. Now let's talk about those hidden superpowers. Now you see kids with ADHD, their brains are bursting with ideas, even though sometimes it may look like chaos. They are super energetic, they want to be everywhere, they are always active. Oh my God. But trust me, that's creativity in its purest form, and they are natural innovators. Kids who are on the spectrum or who has autism, when they are passionate about something, they can dive so deep. Trust me. And that is called hyperfocus. That is how discoveries are made. While kids with dyslexia or dyslexic kids, they learn to solve problems in a creative way. They are so resilient, and they would come up with ideas or solutions that the rest of us won't even think of. And trust me, it works. And then you want to talk about sensitivity. Most neurodiverse kids, they feel the world so deeply. They've got emotions, they are so emotional, they are so sensitive and empathetic as well. They are so energetic and they are incredibly kind and thoughtful. Most of all, they notice tiny details. So there was this child I worked with. They will come to school in the morning and they are always the first to notice who is not in class, and they're always the first to ask, where's this person? Like, to think that they've got it, you think, oh, they don't know what is going on around them, they've got no emotions, they are not sensitive and all of that. But they are always the first to notice all of these things, and you hear them go, oh, this person is not in school today, this person is not here today, oh, one person is missing. What they do here in school is in the morning after the register and everything, they will just write out the total number of children who are present in school. When they look at that number, they just go, oh, one person is missing, one person is not here today. and they're going to mention the name of that person. That was how thoughtful, how detailed they were. Now let's be more realistic. Parenting a neurodiverse child, it's not all sunshines and rainbow. There are tough days, in fact tougher days. If you've worked with any, or you have any at home, or you know any, you will understand and relate to what I'm talking about. There are days you have to deal with homework, homework battles, routines that crashes. Trust me, you don't want to think about it. So it's tough. But here is the thing. Behind those challenges lies the hidden strength, lies the hidden powers, which we need to pay more attention and focus to. That child who can't stop moving might be the one who lights up the room with their energy and humor. The child who gets overwhelmed in noisy places might also be the one who teaches you to slow down and notice the tiny and beautiful details the rest of us cannot see. So you just have to flip your lens from problem to potential. Instead of seeing problem, instead of seeing an overwhelmed child, instead of seeing a child who's got needs, you're seeing a child with a lot of strength, with a lot of superpower. And trust me, when you have that mindset, everything changes. So if you made it to this point of my video, here is what I want you to take away. Neurodiverse kids do not need fixing because they are not broken. They are just extraordinary. I saw a video here on social media about someone talking about how an autistic child would always hit his head on the wall, and I was like, this is not ordinary, this is superpower. And I believe that. So they are extraordinary humans. They are superheroes the world needs. They bring creativity, resilience, empathy, and fresh ways of seeing the world. And our job is not to change them, but to support them, celebrate them, and help those superpowers, those strengths, those potentials, help it shine. So, if you're raising a neurodiverse child or your loved one, I want you to leave in the comments what superpower you've noticed in them. Share it in the comments, and if this hits home, you could also leave a comment or share it to someone who needs to see this, just to get them encouraged. So thank you so much for watching, and see you in my next video. Bye.